Captain Maya Rodriguez stared at the holographic display with what could only be described as mild annoyance. Before her floated the image of a 12-tentacled being adorned in what appeared to be ceremonial armor that glittered with 1,000 tiny lights. I repeat, Earth vessel. The alien's translator boomed. You have illegally entered the sovereign territory of the Grand Olnorian Empire, rulers of 17 systems and conquerors of 1,000 worlds. Surrender your craft immediately or face annihilation. Maya sighed and glanced at her science officer. 17 systems? That's it? Dr. Chen shrugged, not bothering to look up from his tablet. Small potatoes. The Andromeda Compact has at least 70, and they don't even consider themselves an empire. The Olnorian ambassador's tentacles writhed in what Maya assumed was indignation. You dare mock the might of the greatest empire in the galaxy? No, no, Maya said, waving her hand dismissively. It's just. We expected more, I guess. How long has your civilization been spacefaring? We have ruled the stars for over 12,000 cycles. Dr. Chen quickly did the math. About 800 Earth years, he whispered. Maya tried not to smirk. That's cute. We've only been at it for about 3 centuries ourselves. The ship's tactical officer, Lieutenant Okonkwo, cleared his throat. Captain, I've completed my scan of their flagship. Their weapons systems are primarily plasma-based, early 7th generation tech. Their shields would collapse under our tertiary defensive grid. Honestly, my nephew's science fair project last year had more sophisticated engineering. Maya nodded. And their propulsion? Standard antimatter reaction. No quantum folding, no space-time manipulation. They're still traveling through space rather than manipulating it. I'd estimate their top speed at about 0.5 light-years per day. We did that in the 2100s, Dr. Chen mumbled. The Olnorian ambassador was now visibly shaking, its armored carapace rattling. Enough of this insolence. Submit to our authority, or we will open fire. Maya stood, straightening her uniform. Ambassador, I apologize for the apparent disrespect, but there seems to be a misunderstanding. We're not mocking you. We're just surprised. Humanity is relatively new to interstellar travel, she continued, adopting a more diplomatic tone. We expected that ancient civilizations would be far more advanced than us. Instead, we've discovered that most older species developed differently. Dr. Chen stepped forward. Your empire focused on expansion rather than innovation. You conquered rather than created. Meanwhile, Earth was isolated, forcing us to solve our problems through technological advancement rather than resource acquisition. The ambassador's tentacles stilled. You speak as if your species is superior, yet you have entered our territory with but a single vessel. Lieutenant Okonkwo suppressed a laugh. This isn't a warship, Ambassador. The Curiosity is a scientific exploration vessel. Our actual fleet is engaged in the Cygnus expansion. Maya shot him a warning glance before addressing the ambassador again. What my officer means is that we come in peace. We have no interest in your territories or resources. Earth has moved beyond scarcity economics. We manufacture most of what we need at the molecular level. Impossible, the ambassador hissed. Maya sighed again and tapped a few commands into her console. A small panel opened on the bridge wall, and a replicator hummed to life. Computer, 1 Olnorian royal crown, based on the ambassador's design, but with enhanced durability and reduced mass. Within seconds, an identical crown to the one the ambassador wore materialized, except it gleamed with an iridescence the original lacked. A gift, Maya said, holding it up to the hologram. I took the liberty of upgrading the materials. The original alloy was susceptible to oxidation. This one will last for millennia. The bridge fell silent as the ambassador's translator struggled to process what had happened. Perhaps, Maya suggested gently, instead of discussing surrender, we might talk about cultural exchange. Earth has much to learn about your history and art, and perhaps we could offer some technological assistance in return. The ambassador's tentacles curled inward, a gesture of contemplation, Maya guessed. You would share your technology? Maya nodded. That's what humans do. We don't conquer. We collaborate. The ambassador was silent for a long moment before responding. The Ornorian Empire has never collaborated. First time for everything, Maya said with a smile. And who knows? Maybe in another 800 years, you'll have a 34-system empire instead. Dr. Chen struggled to keep a straight face as Maya extended her hand toward the hologram in a universal gesture of peace. So, Ambassador, shall we start over?